Right guys, HBW Wednesday, this one is number 50, Christ. Right, got a couple of updates, so I'm going to shrink myself down and let's crack on with them. Here we go. Let's start off with the banana wine. It's still fermenting away. It's been fermenting away now for over 3 weeks. It's not particularly warm where it is, because I'm a tight ass and I haven't had the heating on, but it's bubbling away nicely. It's slowing down, however, and it's changed. It's starting to clear a little bit now. So that's just a quick update on the banana wine where it is. As soon as it's done fermenting, I shall upload the next step. The tea wine is clearing. It's already starting to throw a bit of a sediment again. Well, that's tucked away in a nice dark place, and it's chilling down. Mrs. Chubby, well done for trying the tea wine. I'm glad I inspired you to do it, and I hope it turns out well for you. I'm planning on doing a few more wines when the demijohns are cleaned up. But like I said before, a couple of you were saying get back in the brewery. So here we go. There's a story behind it. Started off well. What we were brewing was a prototype Vienna lager that Harry sent me from IdleValleyBrewing. And he said before he put it into kit form for the shop, he wanted to see how another brewer would get on with it. And it was quite good actually, because he'd already brewed it up for the Smash Off 2014 and drunk the full 60 litres I think he brewed of it, and he said it was missing something on the back end of the boil. It needed more hops. The recipe asked just for a 60-minute hop edition of Hercules, and I was talking to him on the cast because I was casting the whole day, and he said it really could do with some more hops towards the back end. The only hops I had was Saz hops, and he said that'd be fine. 20 grams went in at 20 minutes towards the end of the boil, another 20 grams at 5 minutes towards the end of the boil. So it'd be interesting when I send the beer out to him, the lager, sorry. It'd be interesting to see how it fares from the first one he brewed up. So it's no longer a smash. In true fashion, I have cocked another smash up. It's bubbling away nicely actually, so I'll show you that in a second. But we started off at, let me get the recipe and I'll tell you what. So the Vienna lager started off with 15.2 litres of water for the mash, and we needed to hit a mash temperature of 65.6 degrees, and it mashed for 75 minutes. Now, it was a bit of a faff because I started to drop a couple of degrees in the mash tun. Now normally I wouldn't be too fussed about it, but he did say in the letter he sent me that the mash steps, the temperatures need to be bang on for this one. So I kept boiling the kettle and keeping the temperature up, and I managed to keep the temperature at 65.6 degrees for the entire 75 minutes of the mash. Took a bit of messing about, but I held it there, so I'm quite pleased about that. We sparged with 20 litres of water. It asked for 21, but because I was adding more water with the kettle, I knocked the sparge water down, and for the first time ever I got a blockage on the mash tun, and what it was, the grains must have been quite powdery, because it really did clump together. When I stirred it up, there was a hell of a lot of like particles rolling about in there. But quick stir round, did a bit of a batch sparge, cleared it, and then finished her off with a fly sparge, and she run nice and clear. I got to the pre-boil volume, which was 26 litres, and I'm looking down here, I should be looking up there, and the last bit of water that was coming out was at 10:10, so I was happy with that. The boil went okay. Like I said, we added the hops, the Hercules hops, for the 60-minute boil, and then towards the end we had the Saz hops. I was casting the whole day, which was fun. I was amazed at how many people sort of stopped by and stuck with me. Then we had family come round, so I had to sort of deal with the family, deal with the kids, trying not to get them on Vaughan Live, because I don't want my ass banning, as well as trying to film stuff. And so yeah, it was a busy day. But as soon as they left, I was cooled down and ready to run her off, and that is when that is when the trouble started. Yes, what a calamity it was. Had another blocked runoff. So the false bottom that I made, I threw away. It's gone. I'm not having the same problems I had last time. Some hop matter got underneath the false bottom, straight into the dip tube and blocked it. And as soon as that happens, it's game over. So I had to start siphoning her out. The siphon broke. So I ended up having to try and do it the old-fashioned way by siphoning through a tube and sucking on it. That wasn't happening. So I was determined. Not to lose it, and I was determined to get that beer into the fermenter. Sometimes you've just got to keep a steady head and think about how you can get round to saving whatever you're doing. And so that was it. A muslin bag. All sanitised, everything was sanitised, jug sanitised, hands full of sanitizer, and we got her in there. But what I've done is I've gone onto eBay and bought a bazooka hose, so that should be on its way. It should be here actually by Thursday, Friday, so in the next couple of days I should have it. I ain't messing about making other stuff and whatnot. I'm buying the thing that's been designed for the job. And so that should be here, and we shouldn't have any more problems. I pitched the yeast, Saf lager yeast, and luckily the fermentation chamber without the heater on inside it is at an ambient temperature of 12 degrees. So that's what the recipe asks for. It needs to ferment now for 14 days at 12 degrees, lagering its way to a finish, and then for the next 3 days after. So there's 14 days at 12 degrees, and then 3 days at 16 degrees, and then we're away. So I'm going to bottle some up, I'm going to send some out to Harry, and I'm going to send some out to Dave, the Welsh brewer, because he's sending me some. And so hopefully it's going to be alright. I've got some footage of it now, bubbling away. There you can see it, it's really going for it. and I did take the lid off to show you, but you can't see anything. It's all steamed up in the carboy, but it did look nice. I'll put a picture in now of what it looked like the next day. It was holding steady at 12 degrees, and it's still at 12 degrees now, so I am happy with it. And that's it, guys. That's all I've got. I'll keep you informed and updated on what's happening with the wines and obviously this lager. And yeah, stay tuned for another cock up. Right, that's it. I'm going. Stay safe. Keep on brewing. Pinky out. And I'll see you all soon. I'm out.